Hello everyone. Today I'm going to give short presentation on the Windows Server Lab, and I'm going to answer the few questions. So first one is, what is Active Directory and what role does it play in a Windows Server environment? So Active Directory is a directory that is a service that has been developed by the Microsoft that allows administrators to manage and organize IT resources like users, computers, printers, etc. within the network. So it plays crucial role in providing the Windows Server environment like authentication, authorization, and central management. So what is tree, forest, domain, and child domain? So forest is the topmost branch in the hierarchy or in it that where it inside of it number of domain trees are present. So trees is a group of domains that sets common namespaces like sales.company.local, finance.company.local, it.company.local. In all of these domains, the namespace for all of them is same, which is company.local. And then domain can be defined as a logical group of objects like users, computer groups that share the central database. So subdomain is a subset of domain. For example, company.com is a domain, and for its subdomain can be manager.company.com. Explain what DHCP is and what it functions on a Windows server and what is the DHCP port. So DHCP can be defined as a service that automatically assigns the IP address and network configuration to devices in a network. So when client joins a network, it sends a DHCP discover, then server replies with an IP lease offer, and the client requests the offered IP. Server assigns the IP for a short time. So everything happen on a port numbers. So UDP67 is server listens, and UDP68 the port number that client listens. What is DNS and why it is critical for Windows Server? What is DNS port number? So DNS is a domain name system that resolves the host name like google.com to its corresponding IP addresses like 8.8.8.8. It is critical in Windows Server because DNS is required for the 82 function. It supports the name resolution for the domain name domain services like login, group policy, action, application, etc. What are group policies and how they are applied on Windows Server? So group policy is a feature of Active Directory that allows centralized control of computer and user settings like password policies, desktop backgrounds, software installation. So applied using group policy object GPOs linked to occupational unit. Sorry, organizational units OUs. So GPOs are processed in order local dash site dash domain dash organizational unit. Admins uses the group policy management console GPMC to manage them. What is the purpose of the Windows Server roles and features? How do you install a role? What is RSET role? So roles are the major service provided by the server like a DNS, ADDS, file server. Features are additional tools or services. Example .NET Framework, Telnet Client. So you install them via Service Manager, add roles and feature wizard. RSET, remote server administration tools, lets you manage server roles from another Windows PC without logging into the direct server directly. How do you create and manage user accounts in the Active Directory? So so it can be done using the ADUC, which is Active Directory users and computers. So first one is navigate to the correct organizational unit, right click on that new slash user, and fill all the details, username and password, and click and finish. So admin can later reset password, disable accounts, or move users into between the OUs. So how can you create and configure the shared folder on a Windows server? So first thing is we need to create a folder. So then we can give the sharing permission to them by going to the properties, then sharing, then advanced sharing, and check the share folder and assign a share name and set permission like read and write, and go to security tab to set the NTFS permission. And user can access it via UNC path like backslash service name slash the name of the shared drive. So what is the difference between a work group and a domain in a Windows server? So the difference between them are enlisted below. A work group, a simple network where each network is separate. A domain is a central network which is managed by the Windows Server using Active Directory computers and users. So there is no control in each computer. In each computer manage its own users and setting. User can only log in to the computer using one single username and password. It is used in small networks like home, school, childcare, etc. It is used in large networks like companies, schools, government offices, etc. Users need to create accounts on its own. Easier to manage users. Can explain the different types of subgroups in Windows Server and what are their functions. How do you use them in a managing permission and actions? So the different types of groups are security groups and distribution groups. So used to assign the permission to the resources like folders and printer. So used distribution groups used only for the email distribution list, not for permission. So their scope types are domain local, used in same domain for assigning the permission. Global means can be added to the domain local, used for the users in the same domain. Universal can span forest/domain, used across the enterprise. Example is create a security group called cells read only. Add users like Tika to that group. Apply NTFS read only permission to the cells folder for that group. Thank you so much.